Ba da ba ba da da da. Ba 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 ba. Just getting you a couple of minutes, guys. Alrighty, welcome everyone. Thank you all for coming to my stream. We're going to be ranking the whole Mario Kart 8 OST today. I feel like this is something that is long overdue, but the entire game, it's done. The entire OST is out. Hello to everyone. I'll make sure to put Mask by Dream in S tier. Don't worry, that's my favorite Mario Kart song. Absolutely my favorite Mario Kart song. I was watching Relax with Max on the Hot Diggity Demon channel, Max G, and I am just relaxed. I'm gonna have a good tier list here, hopefully. Hopefully you guys agree with my opinions. I'm sure not all of you will agree with them, but I'm sure some of you will. And if you have any other games that you'd want me to rank the OSTs for, just feel free to mention. Maybe I'll do Sonic Mania. Maybe I'll do some of the other Mario games. Maybe I'll do some Sonic games. As long as there isn't like over 150 like tracks, I'm sure I can like rank the music for it. Or as long as like the songs aren't too long, I'll make sure to do that. So yeah, just gonna get started now. Alrighty, here we have the tier list. And I had to add some stuff because this just has the tracks, so I had to add some stuff like the title screens, some of the menus, and the credits and all that. But then, other than that, that's basically all there really is. I'm gonna make sure that my desktop audio is all the way up so we can start. Also, if there's like if you hear like noise in the background, I apologize. I am in a household, so there's obviously a bunch of stuff that's going on upstairs. So just try to ignore that if you hear it. But with that said, here we go, starting with the first song of the game, and you already know it. You know. The guitar. I like how Cool has like those strings that go bum 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 bum. It's just perfect. It is literally perfect. Honestly, this may be like the song that got me into jazz fusion. Hold up, I'm just gonna check to make sure that like my mic isn't louder than the actual music itself. Hold up. Okay, yeah, so like my mic was definitely louder than the music. I mean, the music was definitely louder than the mic, so. And the fact that there's the Super Mario Kart leitmotif here, just perfect. For the longest time, it was the Mario Kart 64 one, so to go back to Super is just fitting. And then just goes, restarts. Honestly, like, it's the first song, but it may as well be the best song in the game, honestly. It's godly. And then there's the main menu. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to feel about this one. Like, it's good, but I don't think it's as good as some of the older ones. Like Mario Kart 7s, Wii's, DS's, and like Double Dashes. I think those were all better than this one, honestly. Not like this one's bad or anything. It's just kind of fine. I'm glad that they used it in the Mario movie as well. It's a bit short as well. I do like the way it sounds at the end though. It's alright, ultimately. I don't know. Could be better, genuinely. But I don't hate it. Now we start with our first track, Mario Kart Stadium. Here we go. This one always had like sort of like an orchestra vibe. Like a grand, bombastic. Rank Rayman Legends OST, sure. I can check like how many songs there are in the OST, making sure it's like not too long. $162. I'll see if there's like a tier list template made for the Rayman Legends soundtrack. Then maybe I'll do it. Honestly, listening to it again, it's better than I remember. I'm gonna put it in average for now, but it could go up. It could go up. Water Park now. Water Park's a bit of a weird track. Like, it's just called Water Park. Like, what were they thinking? Just naming the track Water Park, not Wario's Water Park, or Waluigi's Water Park, or hell, even like Piano Water Park. No, it's just Water Park. How creative. As for the music, I don't really feel anything for it. Like, it's okay. I don't think there's any, like, bad songs. Like, there aren't a lot of outright bad songs in this game. A lot of them are just kind of meh, I feel. Oh, and then there's the underwater version. I don't think it has this, though. But you know, I don't really like counting variants that much, so I'm just gonna put in like the same as the normal one. Alright, song, I guess. Suicide Canyon. I don't know about it. Like, honestly, some of these, like, first tracks, I don't know. This one's cheery and upbeat, but it doesn't really have much else going for it other than that. It's also kind of meh, in my opinion. I do think it's a bit better than Water Park, though. Like, I never really thought much of this one. It's cheery, but that's about it. It kind of fits the theme of, you know, candy, cake, and whatnot. But personally, never really did that much beside that for me. This is the most okay sounding track I've ever heard. Are you referring to Water Park or this one? Swamp Ruins, okay. This is where we start getting to the good songs. I'm just gonna skip straight to the best part. Bring in the flute, baby. It just sounds so right. I'm gonna be honest, that might be like one of my favorite like motifs in the entire game. I don't know, but it's just so majestic. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna listen to it again. Like the rest of the song, who cares? But that part is just great. I like this one better than the Mario Kart Stadium. It's a bit more funky, I feel. And that saxophone solo. Just slaps. Honestly, I think I might actually put in good with Swamp Ruins, and I'm going to be doing a lot of rearranging throughout this ranking, so... Toad Harbor, I hear a lot of people like this one. I can't exactly blame them for it. What do I think of it? I think it's definitely very chill. Definitely has that San Francisco vibe that they were trying to go for with this track. Not really anything too crazy, but it's definitely alright. And I'm gonna be completely honest, like I think that the nitro, I've always felt like the nitros in this game were kind of overrated. And while the live soundtrack is great in this game, I actually think it does a better favor towards the retro tracks, because I think for the most part, a lot of these new songs, a lot of them are good, but they just don't beat some of the older ones. That's why I usually prefer retro remixes in this game over the brand new stuff. Granted, some of the brand new stuff is also good, but as for this, oh my god, man. It's so goofy. It's such a goofy, like, theme. It kind of sounds like generic stock music, I feel. And you're gonna kill me for this, because I know there are a lot of people that actually really like the music for this one. I don't think it's bad. In fact, I think it's better than some of those other songs beforehand. I'm putting in math. High math. That is my opinion. You can like it if you want. It's just not personally for me. Sounds a bit too stocky. I don't know. This one's alright. I remember seeing someone like ranking every single song in Mario Kart history, and they put this at number 1. And I mean, like, it's good, but I don't know if it's the best song in the series. It's alright though. I think I'll put it above Mario Kart Stadium. I do like the violin part at the end. Now, like, most of these songs have ranged from good to meh. However, that all changes with the Star Cup, because literally every single song here is good. Like, amazing. Above good. It's either an epic or godly. The Star Cup is just... This is, in my opinion, where the Nitros shine. Like, Mushroom Cup, eh. Flower Cup, eh. Except for Shy Guy Falls, I think that one's pretty good. Hell, I don't even think it has the best special cup. But the Star Cup, oh my god, they knocked it out of the park with it. Right off the bat, you have Sunshine Airport. I'll put in an epic. Like, I don't know how they perfectly encapsulated the feeling of being at an airport in song form. Like, I'll never forget, every time I used to go to the airport as a kid, I would just envision this song in my mind. It's just, it's great. Honestly, it's on the edge of godly. And this part where the drum solo is just like... Then it goes, boom, ba-da-ba, bum. Like, that part, when it's this part, it feels like you're floating on air. Just for it to go right back down. And then the next song is literally Dolphin Shoals. I adore this song with, like, everything. Unfortunately, this isn't the full version with the lick. In fact, hold on, I'm just gonna do like the full version. I think this has the full, no, this is the full version here. With the lick included. It's just such saxophone perfection. At least I think this is the version with the lick. It is. Like, oh my god. And like, I listened to the Booster Course soundtrack. I don't think they got the same saxophone guy to come back. In fact, I don't think they got a lot of the guys. Like, I heard that the original soundtrack had like band members from popular jazz fusion bands like T-Square. And I don't think they were able to get those guys back for the Booster Course pass. I think they just got normal ass musicians for it. That's why it sounds a little bit different. Like, even like the saxophone, you can hear it in songs like Sydney Sprint. It just doesn't have the same tone as the one in Dolphin Shoals. It's a bit jarring, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, this is an S tier track. But there's other variations, like the shallow water version. Honestly, this version, pretty fire, actually. I like the maracas that they have going there. Yeah, I don't know. This one's pretty chill. I like it. I'm gonna put it maybe in good. It's a bit basic, but it's definitely one of the better ones. And the deep water one, meh, could be better. This was always my least favorite. Never really does anything special. Electrodrome. Bop. Absolute bop. Like, honestly, I really wish this track was real. Like, I would like to go to wherever this city is and just rave my ass off. It's genuinely amazing. And then there's the anti-gravity version. I mean, the same song, but definitely sounds kind of messy, though. This is my favorite track in the game, like, maybe tied with 3DS Rainbow Road. And the music just fits it. I don't like to think of each section as its own thing. I like to think of it as just one song. So I'm just gonna be putting it as its own thing. Like, it just has a grandiose vibe, you know? I can't really describe it. It's just... it just fits. Ba-da-ba. And the way it transitions is just so genius as well. You go throughout the cave, new melody. It's just like the amount of creativity this track has. You start jumping out of an airplane, you're skiing down a mountain, like DK Summit style. You go into a cave, you guide through waterfalls and stalagmites, I believe. Then you go into the dam, then you go into a forest, and then you end up down a skiing like slope. I don't even know how this track is possible. They just crammed like so many ideas into it, and it's genius. It is a genuine adventure. And like when you get into the forest, they start kicking ass with the violin. It's so good. It's like hot potato with instruments. Those are my favorite types of songs. Ones where they just pass the instruments, like violin to the trumpets to the guitar. And then just culminates in the ultimate conclusion. My Wario Section 3 is peak Mario Kart. Yep. It's got it's like DK Summit with the bumps in the road and going down a snowy hill. It's just, this song, honestly, listening to it again, it might be godly. And there might be a lot of songs that end up being godly. Cloud Top Cruise. Now, you may think I like this one a lot because, you know, Mario Galaxy inspiration. But I was like someone pointed this out, but a lot of these instruments sound synthesized. I think he pointed out the only like actual instrument that's being played is guitar. It's kind of strange. Like, it's good, I don't think it's like top echelon. Of course, it does have the Gusty Garden motif, so. But in terms of the way it's executed, it's not my favorite. Like, they definitely executed that specific motif better in other songs, but usually in Galaxy. And the electric guitar version is just as good. Definitely gives it a bit more edge. Bowdrine Dunes it's a desert song. Like, ultimately, I don't hate it. I think it's alright. Could be better, though. I don't really want to listen to it because I just want to get to the next song. Holy shit! Yes. I love how, during the Wii U era, Nintendo finally realized Bowser's music is rock and roll. And ever since, like, the Wii U era, that's all the music that they've ever done for Bowser. They've made him a rock and roll god. And honestly, it may be better than Sunshine Airport. I'm not sure. Yeah, fuck it. It's better than Sunshine. It's better than Sunshine Airport. Don't think I can put in Godly though. The definition of they freaking cooked, and they did the same thing with SNES Bowser Castle. A genuine achievement of a song. And then there's Rainbow Road, and I mean, it's a Rainbow Road song, so obviously it's not bad. But I don't know, this one, just compared to a lot of the others, it's just kind of generic. Like, obviously it's good, but I don't know if I'd say it's anything better than good. But yeah, there were only like 5 songs out of the original 16 Nitro tracks that I consider anything above good. Most of it was just kind of average, to be completely honest. But man, they cook with the Star Cup. Yeah, it's alright. Kinda gives me Rainbow Road Wii vibes. But ultimately, it's okay. I will always think of it as the theme of the Booster Course Pass because of the fact that it was at the end of every trailer. Let's go to Wii Moo Moo Meadows. Now, this is where the orchestra shines. Reduxing old tracks. Screw the new stuff. These old tracks, the facelift they were able to give to them, it's just astonishing, honestly. And they also, this isn't the same chord that was in the original. They changed like a lot of the chords, and they added the new violin section. Yeah, they did a really good job with this first one. Yo, what's up? And honestly, this next one, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, but GBA Mario Circuit, it's freaking good. I'm a heavy jazz geek, so maybe that's the reason why. But This one just strikes all the chords, man. I honestly may like it better than Electrodrome, but I can't tell, so I'll just put it right behind it. And I actually think the reason why they didn't do it in the original chord was because likely playing it with the instruments would have been too hard. So they had to like go down an octave. Which I think it's fine, because especially like that end there, instead of doing the usual they sort of added that bum ba na. Like here it comes. Boom baka boom baka boom baka. Like, I love this one. I think it's definitely one of the most underrated songs in the game. Cheap Cheap Beach. Eh. This one just kind of sounds like they just sort of redid it with MIDI instruments. Like, maybe the steel pan is real, but it sounds more like a remaster rather than a remix. Oh boy, and here comes a hot take. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like what they did with Toad's Turnpike in this game. Like, they went for this like Knights Club style approach, and I don't know, man, it just doesn't sound good to me. And just for like context, the old Toad's Turnpike, like the old Toad's Turnpike, I love it. I think it's one of the most underrated songs in Mario Kart. The original version specifically. And I think this version is way better than the Mario Kart 8 version. So like, first off, with this one, you have this sort of like weird synth. I could get what they were going for, but here you have like a whole ass choir that's just like, and you have this bass line. And you have like actual, like, you have a drum sample. It's just like here, just like, there's no bass at all. They completely ditched it for this pop electronic sound. Yeah, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I genuinely really like the original version of Toad's Turnpike, and the ending part is just... Like, I just want to ask you, what sounds better? This? What sounds better? This? Or this? It gives me chills, the original. That one just, I don't know, makes me kind of feel nothing. But like the way the drums it goes, I love that like drum pattern that leads to the loop. I really feel like if this track came out in the Booster Course Pass, they would have given it like a Moonview Highway treatment. I kind of wish it came out there. It may have looked graphically worse, but I feel like they definitely would have gone jazz fusion style with it. Like they would have at least remembered the freaking bass line. Maybe have like a live drummer. Pa 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 da. Anyway, we're stalling. Yeah, that's not much to say. It's nothing. It's meh. Everyone says that this is one of the worst songs in the game, even in Double Dash. And I completely understand where they're coming from. This is definitely mediocre. Alright, so I'm actually gonna like raise the music here, because now the music's getting a bit quiet. Also, sorry I had to force you to listen to this mid-ass shit, sorry. Anyway, SNES Snow the Plains 3. It's so charming. Not much more than that, though. It's aight. Especially like that part near the end that goes... Definitely, alright. Just not amazing. You know? I mean, what is amazing is what they did to Raceway theme. Holy shit! This is God, man. The drums, man. And the trumpets, man. Okay, so I just found out now, like, I'm just gonna like lower the volume on everything. So like, what I realize is that my mic, it's actually a delay. It delays with the music audio. So when I'm singing along, it's completely out of sync because of the fact that the mic audio has an input delay with the actual music that's happening. I'm probably gonna get a mic soon. Like, I hope to get a new mic, an mic that actually sounds good around the time of the Game Awards stream, because I'm definitely gonna stream that. Like, I love this song. I think it's one of the best in the game. DK Jungle though, like, I don't hate the song, but like, they didn't do anything with it. It's just the exact same fucking MIDI sound effects from Mario Kart 7. Like, bruh. It's stupid. The Mario Kart 8 is cleaner, but I like the Mario Kart 64 version better because of the nostalgia. Fair. I'm not saying that the original is bad, but they absolutely cooked with the remix. But this song, it's just MIDI. I don't hate it because the MIDI version itself is alright. But I don't understand. You literally do like live remixes for every fucking song, and you just leave this one out for no reason. This one actually would have benefited from a jazz remix. And then you have the Waluigi Pinball theme. Like, I wish they made a new version that fit Waluigi Pinball more. Like, the original intent was for it to sound more like Wario. But then again, when you're playing it like Waluigi Pinball and you hear the song, you just think of Waluigi Pinball. Fuck, when you play the Mario Stadium version, you don't think of Wario. You think of fucking Waluigi Pinball. So no matter how it sounds, I'm just thinking of Waluigi Pinball. They could have given it. I completely understand why they reused it. I guess they assumed that it sounded the same enough for it to still pass off as a good remix of Waluigi Pinball. Meanwhile, we have something that's genuinely underrated in my opinion. Sherbert Land. I think this shit is charming as hell. Really gets me in the holiday spirit. They did a really good job with remixing this one too, and they kept the whistles. That's the thing I like with a lot of the Double Dash songs, is that they kept the whistles, so it stays true to it. Music Park definitely had an upgrade in this game. Even though the fact it's called Music Park, I actually am not, like, over the moon about the music in this track. I just think it's alright, honestly. I definitely like the fact that they ditched a lot of, like, the deep piano, because I honestly thought that that weighed down the song in the original version. They just make it more light and playful, which I feel like fits in the song's favor. Yeah, that's a bop. Honestly, I think I'm actually gonna put higher. All the versions, it just ruins the song in my opinion. But now here we have something amazing. I absolutely love this rendition of Yoshi Valley. It's so fun, it's so frantic, and I like this country style of music. With a violin. Just kind of needs like a guitar, I feel, and that would be perfect. Like it has the banjo, but maybe like a guitar, like maybe like an electric guitar, you know, to give you that true, authentic country feeling, I feel. With that, this would be perfect. I like that little cymbal crash that they do there. That little tap tap. It sounds crisp. It innovates the original song. It sounds great. This is all around an amazing remix. It's what every single like remix just trying to be, and they add something new to the end. That little. Just amazing. Tick-tock clock. This is definitely a Mario Kart song. I don't hate it, I don't love it. Like even the original, I just thought it was okay. I do not like those synthesized sounding xylophones though. I do love the theme, I love the track itself. It's like the closest we'll get to like a Mario 64 level in like ultra high definition. But as the song itself, eh. Underrated banger. This song is underrated. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you might be surprised I think it's underrated. I don't know, it just kind of slaps to me. And that ending section too. That little beat that goes. It just works, man. So that leaves us with Grumble Volcano and N64 Rainbow Road left. And that's the credits theme. and then the DLC songs, and then we get to the battle music, and then we finally get to the 48 other tracks that were added in the Booster Course Pass. Oh boy. We're not even halfway through this. I've already been streaming for like 49 minutes. Good song. It's practically unchanged from the Wii version. Just giving some like slight reverb. But it's okay, because I really like this song. It's also like very intimidating. I think like if they weren't going to choose a Bowser's Castle to end it off, this was definitely a good second choice. But I don't know how I feel about making your two Wii tracks that you had as retros being Moo Moo Meadows and Grumble Volcano. Like, Toad's Factory was right there. Guys, could have used that one. Would have been the best remix ever. Speaking of which, this song rocks. It just rocks. I don't know if I like it. It's nowhere near as good as the N64 version, but it's just grandiose and epic and just an amazing way to cap off this entire game, like base game. And also, I think this is probably the most beautiful track in the entire game. Just the way you see the entire city illuminated underneath you, it's just surreal that they were able to turn N64 Rainbow Road into what it was in this game. It definitely had the best upgrade out of all the Rainbow Roads in the game. Because like, we in the 3DS Rainbow Road were already good by default, but they completely elevated N64 Rainbow Road to another level. Maybe they could have made it a 2-lap track, but I'm perfectly fine with what they did, splitting it up into 3 laps. Even if it's a bit short. Anyway, here we go into Double Dash territory. I feel the exact same way about this one as I do Royal Raceway. Just an amazing remix of an iconic track. And they really ham it up with the slap bass in this one. You hear those bang wham. That's slap bass. I'm pretty certain that's slap bass. That little like, you could just feel the band having the time of their lives playing this. Excitebike Arena. It's very 8-bit. I guess you could say it's so retro. It's so retro. So retro, guys. Honestly, these so retro memes, I've always found them funny. As for the song, kind of feels like something that you hear in a kid's show. Like, not bad, but not spectacular in any way. I was being a bit mean putting Shy Guy Falls in average. Okay, back to Masterpiece songs. Dragon Driftway, man! Freaking knocked it out of the park, man. Kung Fu Lakitu, man. Like, how the fuck did Nintendo get away with this shit? Like, literally just ripping off Kung Fu Panda. If I was DreamWorks, I'd be going for their ass and suing them. Unless they got specific, permission to use it from DreamWorks. Like, this is so cool, man. I would unironically watch a movie called Kung Fu Lackey 2. And then they have the sequel, Kung Fu Master Lackey 2. Definitely less cool than the original, though. And this is another one that hams it up with the slap bass. That little bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna be honest, they went so much harder with the DLC tracks. In terms of like nitros. Holy shit! This actually might be godly. Mute City is godly because it's F-Zero. My proposition for the next Mario Kart game is to have an F-Zero Cup that has Mute City and Big Blue return and adds 2 more tracks from the classic F-Zero games. I feel like that would be ideal for bringing back F-Zero. And they add like so many new stuff to this one. Like that second half. Like, you can tell that this was probably the T-Square guys going off. And you think I'm lying. If I look up T-Square Mario Kart 8, I wonder if this video actually has it.
Hey everybody, Eric here. Thanks so
I wonder
much
if this
for
video
tuning in.
talks
I hope
about
you're
it.
doing okay. I love video.
No, this one does not have it.
Does that sound familiar to you?
This is just about how it influences it. But it's this one, I think.
Hey, I know it seems crazy.
Yeah, so first they like show this guy.
This is Dimension, a Tokyo-based jazz fusion band.
Oh, this is Dimension, not T-Square.
Formed in 19 years, and you can say it must. Since you clicked on
It was
this
the
video,
saxophonist for Dimension that did it.
you've probably heard them playing the first and thus far.
Like that's literally the jazz fusion guy from Dimension specifically. But I could have sworn that T-Square was a part of it too. Yeah, how this Japanese band you probably never heard of. Where does it go on to mention Mario Kart 8? It goes on to mention Mario Kart 8 somewhere. T-Square percussionist drums in Mario Kart. It was the drummer for T-Square that did it. So I was mistaken. So it was the Dimension members that were doing that song, not T-Square. Whoops. Anyway, Goofy Goldmine time. It's Goofy Goldmine. I love it. SNES Rainbow Road, this is a controversial one. I heard a lot of people that say that they love it, and a lot of people that say that they hate it. Where do I land on this? Honestly, I really like it. I think they did a great job, especially with the addition of those strings. Definitely invigorates life into Soya Oka's classic. Well, I'm just gonna go get some water. Hold up. I am back and refreshed. Next song, Ice Ice Outpost. This is another one that kind of goes hard, honestly. But do I have the galls to rank it higher than some of these other ones? I'll put it here. Like, I think it's underrated. This is just me, though. Banjo-Kazooie music. You're probably referring to, You're probably referring to Wario's Gold Mine? Yeah. Bro, I love your community post. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Also, I have a new Discord server, and in it, you can post your own memes that you find, and if I find it funny enough, I might use it. And, so yeah, you can post it there, and I'll give you full credit, and I'll maybe encourage some people to join the server. I have the link in my channel bio, so maybe check it out. Oh, shoot. Yeah, underrated. Anyway, I love this song. I really love this song, honestly. I've always enjoyed Zelda music in particular. Maybe I'll do like a Zelda OST tier list one day. Maybe not like every single game, because it's really hard to rank the soundtracks for each game. Like, just like, as a whole. But like, ranking them individually, I'm sure, will be more ideal. Something I think would be beneficial for this song is if it had like a choir play at this part specifically. Baby Park is an annoying song, and I'm tired of people saying that they like it. I'm tired of people saying that they like Baby Park's music. The point is that it's supposed to drive you fucking mental. That's the point of Baby Park, is that it's supposed to drive you to insanity. It's a badass song, but not like badass as it's badass, but it's terrible. But that's the point. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Hello. Hello, Boopid. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, Cheeseland. 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 They cook too hard with this music. Like, this is how you do a GBA layout, Nintendo. Don't just cut all the corners. Don't simplify it. You don't make it flat. Looking at you, Sunset Wilds. Like, it astonishes me how the Booster Course Pass is just able to take these fan-favorite GBA tracks and butcher them, and take these GBA tracks no one cared about and make them freaking amazing. I don't understand how Nintendo can do that. In fact, only Nintendo can do that, I feel. I love this song so much. Really makes me feel like Wallace. Anyway, another masterpiece song right here. Really makes you feel like a woodland creature. I don't know why I did that shitty accent. I was trying to like sound like a Zach Hadel goblin. Like, this is the Enchanted Forest, guys. Any moment while listening to this song, you'll encounter Mip. and witches and the magic messengers. Like, I don't even care the fact that the show is like over a year old now. I still find this shit funny. And I'll still bring this show up whenever I can. It is just, it's perfect. I love it. Almost as much as I love this song, but not quite. I mean, almost, I love this song almost as much as I love Smiling Friends, but not quite. God, dude, that's not even fancy. That's just an alien pimp. Just a freaking alien. Alright, all the Animal Crossing themes. I like to think of these as one whole entity. And you might call me a bit crazy, but I genuinely think that these are some of the best songs in the game. It makes me feel emotional listening to this. It gives me that cozy, warm, nostalgic feeling for every single season. Even though I like literally never played Animal Crossing before New Horizons came out, listening to this, I don't know, it just brings back childhood. The spring one's fine. Actually, no, fine. I'll rank these separately. The spring one is okay. Not amazing, but alright. But the summer one, this makes me feel warm, man. Not only does it slap, but just makes you, I don't know, this reminds me of going to Canada's Wonderland when I was like 7, just having the time of my life, going on roller coasters, visiting Planet Snoopy, and just in general enjoying the summer itself, going outside, playing in the ravine, going to the park. I just love that whimsy. Then the version of my favorite season, Autumn. Just, this song sounds like cinnamon and apple, if that makes sense. Like, you listen to this and you just can envision yourself eating like an apple pie or pumpkin pie, maybe some pumpkin spice latte, if you know what I mean. And I used to go to Wonderland during the fall too, so it definitely reminds me of just like, you know, the red trees and all that. It's really charming. And then there's the Christmas version. It's winter, but this is Christmas. And I've always loved Christmas music, and I love this. I love the Animal Crossing music so much in this game. I think it's criminally underrated and underappreciated. In fact, this song's perfect. I'm probably gonna be like listening to this specific version now a lot because it's the holiday season. Anyway, this song. Neo the Bowser City has got to be one of the most divisive tracks ever. Where's my stance on it? I think it's definitely unique. But I don't know, it's just kind of drab. But people can like it though. Okay, even though I really like what they did with GBA Rumble Road, I think the song is just aight. Not amazing, just okay. This song though, oh my god. I love this one. I really love this one. Like, it sounds like a subway station. It just has a great melody with like the trumpets and the accordion. It all just comes together wonderfully. And don't even get me started on like the underground version. It just slaps, man. They really went the friendship route with this one. You know, the inspiration for the original underground theme. They really hemmed up to sound like that. I believe it was called Friendship, yeah. Oh, wonderful, nah, just what I need. With the bass that plays the titular melody. You know, I can only imagine how these people feel. Like, they essentially created one of the most iconic songs, period. Like, the original Mario theme and the Underground theme are probably some of the most recognizable songs in the world. They're essentially gaming's national anthem, so... And I said, that's like really the approach they went for with this version. And I absolutely love it as well. Once again, with the slap bass, and they have like a cowbell going there. Bump, 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 bump. Like, I cannot stress how much better the DLC Nitro Tracks music is compared to that of the base game. It's almost ridiculous. And then Big Blue is just... They really saved the best for last. You cannot deny that this is the best song. One of the best songs. Just behind Dolphin Shoals for me personally. Maybe have it just like here. I don't know, it's close between this and the Animal Crossing, because this one is just... It's just epic and grandiose, but the nostalgic feelings for summer, fall, and winter versions of Animal Crossing could also conflict with that. Now, I know it goes to the DLC tracks next, but I'm just gonna go do the credits first. Where's the credits? Oh, wonderful, an ad. Why is there an ad? Literally all these songs have been adless, and now we get an ad. Maybe it's because it's a long song. Now, you may be frustrated because I'm literally like putting the main theme and the credits theme so high. Well, because like those are the best songs. They're supposed to be, I feel. Well, I don't think the main theme's supposed to be, but the main theme is just so good. It's ridiculous. As for Wi-Fi, I actually added this one. It's okay. It's definitely very chill. No, I like this. No, the different versions it has. And I'll just count like replay as well as the same thing. I didn't actually include it here, so if I was including it, would probably be in around the same tier as the online one. Not mind-blowing, but definitely okay. It definitely makes having to sit through, you know, online races before you can actually start racing definitely much more tolerable. Eh. This is one of the new songs they did in Freight Deluxe. It's fine. The course intro is the course intro, and I think it's alright, but not one of the... Actually, no, it's better than 7s and DS's, but I still think Wii might be my favorite. Then you have the battle tracks. This is good. Not amazing, but good. It's a bit short as well. Actually, like, maybe I'll put it a bit higher, actually. Because it really gets good at the second half, like this latter part. Sadly, these do sound like synthesized instruments as well. But they go with like the SNES synth. Sweet Sweet Kingdom, it's just the same stupid song, but I don't know, a bit better. Dragon Palace. Kind of butchers it, honestly. Lunar Colony? This was a new song that they did. It's okay. Woohoo Town, though. Let's go! I love Wii Sports Resorts. It is a bit fast-paced, though. I would prefer to have, like, the actual version redone. Oh, nice. A ad with a baby that cries. For, I'm guessing, some... Oh, no, this is for glasses. I literally would have never guessed that. I always thought it would have been, like, an insurance commercial or something. Let's go! Boston Building Remix! Good, but short. It's over after like 40 seconds, 35 seconds. Kind of fumbled the ball in this one, honestly. Like, the Wii version was a lot better than this one. The Wii version was way better than this one. But that's my personal opinion. Yo, it's my boy. Sup, A-Watcher? Yeah, if this was like the Wii version, it would have been a bit higher, but as is, this is just... yeah. And then we have Splatoon. I mean, it's Splatoon, so obviously it'll be freaking awesome. Who doesn't love Splatoon, honestly? And with that, we'll get into the Booster Course Pass music. We haven't even touched the Booster Course Pass music. Holy shit.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything.
Oh boy,
online.
wonderful.
Spend another dime.
Is this just me, or does this guy look a lot like Bryce Harper? Like, if you look at Bryce Harper, if you're not a sports fan, you don't understand. But he literally looks like Bryce Harper's long lost twin brother. It's almost hilarious. It's kind of hilarious.
Until you watch this first.
Fuck, I'm not even gonna waste a lot of time on these songs. This one is mid. Honestly, incredibly mid. It's Toad Circuit. It's average. I don't think it's one of the best in the entire game by a long shot. Definitely a good remake of that song, but I never really was too crazy about the original song either. It's Choco Mountain though. Oh yeah. This is great. I love this. It's around this. It's a little less good than Yoshi's Valley, I feel. Ooh, those violins. Really hamping up the country vibe, you know? Howdy partner. Don't know if it fits Choco Mountain though. Like, it's not a western track. It's a gloomy, depressing mountain. Why did they give this song the most upbeat, happy melody? This is dating back to the original N64 version. I feel like the organ could have been a bit more strong, but as is, it's okay. Coconut Mall is Coconut Mall, so that means it is amazing. That's just sort of fact, you know? Although, it's not as bombastic as it was in the original. It's sort of light. Kind of feels like a coffee shop version of this, if you know what I mean. I really like the in-person saxophone, though. That was definitely a W. But like, it's just like not as chaotic. If you know Coconut Mall, you know like how powerful like the piano part is.
Secure AI helps you do more with confidence, thanks to insightful prompts and suggestions.
You hear like the piano's like meanwhile, it sounds a little bit less, a lot lighter. But like ultimately, it's still Coconut Mall, and Coconut Mall's an amazing song, so can't hate it. Definitely good. Now, I like to imagine a world where all of the tour track songs are like songs that would have been in as like the songs for the Nitro tracks in the next Mario Kart game. So like Tokyo Blur, it just sounds like a Mario circuit. And this one, it may or may no, it is better than 8's Mario Circuit by a decent margin. Kind of basic, but that's good. It does what it needs to be. Oh, and also that ending part at the end there. Really like this. Shoomridge, they did a good job with. I don't know if I like it as much as Tokyo Blur though. Sky Garden. They could have made it a lot more glorious, I feel. But it's still good. But like, if you're anything like me, you've listened to the Pan Man version of this song. And it's so much better than this one. It's kind of ridiculous. He really just like did it better. Just waiting for it to kick in. So then I'm gonna switch to Ninja Hideaway on the other tab, where there's an ad playing. Nice. It's definitely a much more ambitious than Nintendo's version. It like changes like chords. It's not like Nintendo can't do this. We're gonna see later on a song that literally does that. But yeah, if Sky Garden sounded like Pan Man's version, it would be an epic, maybe even godly. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Ninja Hideaway though, oh my god, this shit slaps. They genuinely did not have to with this song. They did not have to make it this good. Then ghosts are like, oh, before just going with the drums, just going berserk with that. New York Minute. I don't know, man. Kind of nothing. Kind of a nothing track musically for me. I get what it's trying to do, but I don't know, they could have done a better job with it. SNES Mario Circuit. They couldn't even really give it a proper remix. They gave it piano and drum, and I still like the song, but I can't help but be disappointed that they didn't give it the big band remix that we all wanted. Literally, we all wanted. We all wanted a big band version of this song. So the fact that we didn't get one is kind of a shame. Okay, anyway, let's go to the next course. Oh wait, the next course is it's Calamari Desert.
If you want grocery
But first, an ad. This is another one that Pan Man did really good, but I don't mind that the way this one, the sort of like approach it went for. Granted, I don't think it's amazing. I just think it's okay. I do like this whistle part. I'm pretty sure it's a whistle, I don't know. Reminds me of that one instrument that they play in Hands-On Hall from Super Mario 3D World. I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get to my favorite song. My literal... Oh my god. Now we are talking. Sydney Sprint is such a masterpiece. It's a jazz fusion masterpiece. I'm honestly really upset that they didn't include this as the last song. And the last song as one of the songs in the credits. Because it absolutely earned it. They took a song that was just okay in Tour and made it into one of the best Mario Kart songs ever made. I could listen to this song literally any day, any time, any hour. In general, I really think that compared to the base game, they may have done a better job with the music. Like the instrument quality might not be as good, but a lot of these songs are just Snowland. It's good. It's very lighthearted, very cheery. Really puts me in the holiday mood. Now, time for another hot take, but first another glasses ad. Wonderful. And my hot take is, I think that Mushroom Gorge's music is just okay. I don't know, I never understood why people are so head over heels over this song. I mean, it's good, like, it's not that good, guys. Even as someone that has nostalgia for Mario Kart Wii, it's just not that good. It's good, but call me weird. Anyway, let's get to one of the, like, this song, man. It does everything I can want. Has great strings, has great drumming, has great bass. This song is an anomaly. And I freaking love it. Like, are you listening to this? I'm gonna play this again, just so that you can hear it. One more time. How can you not love that? Genuinely, how can you not love that? I think this is such an underrated song. It's ridiculous. The piano as well, I forgot to mention. Like, this track itself is really bad, and well, not really bad, but it's just kind of mediocre. It was poorly integrated into Mario Kart 8, but a song like this definitely deserved a track better than this. It's because it's just such a banger. It's ridiculous. Tour London Loop. This is a rock song, but not in the cool way that Bowser's Castle is. This is just kind of generic. I don't know. Boo Lake.
You looking for a good sci-fi show? Just scrolling endlessly instead?
Who are you?
Shut the fuck up, Star Trek. Menacing in a good way. Really like how they break in with the drums. Just incredibly short though. Now, if Tour London Loop was a bit lame, Rock Mountain is the better version of London Loop's music. It's a jam. And anyway, I love Maple Treeway so much. It might actually be my favorite track in Mario Kart Wii. And yeah, they did not disappoint with the music in this version. It sounds literally... I've always heard fan remixes of this song, and it just never sounded right to me. And I don't even care that there's a little squeak in the middle of it. Because this is literally how I always imagined it, how I ever wanted the song to sound in a remake. This part with the violins and the freaking bongos. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. It feels like autumn. It has a beautiful melody. Has wonderful use of instrumentation. And uses full advantage of the fact that they have the Mario Kart band for the music.
If you work with PDFs at all, you need
Berlin
AI.
Byways is a
Edit, share, sign
certified
PDFs, and more.
god
The whole
tier
PDF
music
kit.
track.
By the way, what is a caboodle? It's a funny.
Like, this is an even more rave track than Electrodrome. Let that one sink in. I gotta turn this shit up, man. Are you not entertained? Honestly, that might be better than Sky High Sunday, but I'm just gonna put it right under there just in case. And then we go from this to Peaceful Peach Gardens. Talk about whiplash between music. I think they did a really good job with this one. I think it's really beautiful. Merry Mountain is not godly, but definitely epic. But it's kind of funny that the winter version of Animal Crossing gets me more to the Christmas mood than this song. Granted, this track and this song remind me of the Polar Express, so that's a positive. "3DS Rainbow Road"
Do you seek a life of adventure, to be brave and bold?
is
Fortune.
a...
As a member of Grail, you could have all that and serve a heroic cause.
I'll put it at the bottom of godly. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you, I always thought that 3DS's Rainbow Road was just okay in the grand scheme of Rainbow Road music. But this version is definitely good as well. It's a bit of a long song, so we'll just get to the good part that all of you probably love about this song. But I don't know, 3DS Rainbow Road is extremely mid. Yeah, honestly, I don't know, I like it more than SNES and actually, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna go with my heart. Just say that I think this song is just okay. I feel like if I don't put in godly, I'm just gonna get destroyed. But I'm speaking with my heart, and I'm saying that I think this song is overrated. Amsterdam Drift. And I guess I'll put the Moon version with that as well. This song reminds me of the Franklin theme song. I remember I saw this video of Franklin from GTA 5, but it was the Franklin theme song. I'll try and find that, but that's basically what the song reminds me of for some reason. It reminds me of the theme song for Franklin. I only know what that is because I'm from Canada. I don't know if you guys even know what that show is. I found it. I literally just found it, so I'm just gonna... So like you hear that little meow meow. But like if you go to... Hold on, I'm just gonna need a second. I don't want you guys peeping on my YouTube history, so I'm just gonna switch to a black screen for a second. The black screen of nothingness. But yeah, if you like listen to it, you can hear the parallels to you can hear the parallels to Amsterdam Drift. I love this video because it's genuinely creative and it gives me nostalgia. And then we go to Tour Amsterdam Drift, and it's just sort of like has that sort of same boing boing. I don't know. That's what, and it has a guitar as well. I don't know. That's what I think of. I think of the Franklin theme song whenever I hear this song, and that's a good thing. That will put it, I don't know, here. Riverside Park sounds like a song from Crash Bandicoot. And that's all I can think of when I hear this. I think of Crash Bandicoot. And that's a good thing, because Crash Bandicoot rocks. DK Summit. Honestly, I think they knocked it out of the park. They added a lot of like new layers to this song that I really appreciated. Like, it's very slight, but if you so first off, you have that like light synth at the top that goes like, and you kind of have this like synth that's going like it's kind of hard to like do with like my mouth, but if you listen to the song closely enough, you can hear it. And you have that deep bass drop. Of course, they retain the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think they did a really good job with DK Summit in this game. It's always been one of my favorite songs from Mario Kart Wii, and I think they absolutely did it justice. Even like with the electric guitar, this song just makes me happy, you know? Ironically, I'm gonna put it right beside Yoshi Valley. It's kind of coincidental that I have like Merritt Mountain and 64 Rainbow Road right beside each other because they're the two tracks with trains in their icons. And I also have two Mario Kart Tour Nitros beside each other. That's just the way I feel. Bangkok Rush. Funny city name aside, I think this song is better than Tokyo Blur. And I really like the part at the end where it goes with the flute and the trumpets. Underrated. Definitely underrated. And the ending. Like, if you listen, it goes ba-dum, 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 and during those spaces in between those ba-dums with the trumpet, it's just silence, and it works perfectly. So yeah, great stuff there. And now we get a nostalgia song for a lot of people that grew up with Mario Kart DS. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. As for me, I think this song is okay. I do really like the part in the second half. Where it goes. That's kind of unique. People genuinely don't like this version of the song. And I think it's preposterous. Because I think they perfected ska here. It is so good. Just wish it was used for Wario Coliseum. That track is still never been used as a retro track. Please, Mario Kart 9. Please. Everything about the song is right. Literally everything about the song is right. It has great synth. It has a great melody. This part. Once again, it's another party song. But it has a bit like a more emotional sound to it, which I prefer over something like Burn on Byways, where it just straight up slaps. I've always been the type of guy that enjoys more emotional sounding music, so maybe that could be the reason why. And the Chinatown version, not as good. But still good, though. Ultimately, I'll put it as the same song as the first one. Athens Dash. This one's okay. Honestly, this song is epic. I don't even care if like the music doesn't really represent Greece that well. I just think this is so grandiose. Like, once again, a lot of these songs are placed higher because they just have such a strong ending to them. Such a glow up here as well. It's beautiful, man. They really did this song right. Maybe I'll put it I don't know if it's godly, but the string work is just... No, screw it. It is godly. The string work is just so perfect. And then we go to Moonview Highway. Oh, it just straight up does the melody. So, yeah, you have the normal version, which in and of itself isn't godly. It's good. It's really good. But then you get to the best song in the entire fucking game. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking. I said that Sydney Sprint was, but this is for real. I literally made a whole video praising what a masterpiece this song was, or what a masterpiece rendition that they gave it. I've said that it sounds like something straight out of Cowboy Bebop, and I will stand by that. This song is perfect. Actually, I wonder if I can like do a Google search for that video that I made. Nope. Unfortunately, I'm not popular enough with videos to get on a YouTube search. That's sad. What you gonna do, though? This sounds like something straight out of Paper Mario. I'm not complaining, because Paper Mario music is really good. And this song is really good as well. I'll be a one-up girl. That's what it kind of sounds like. Oh, this part with the strings. DK Summit is great. Yep. We'll move on to LA Laps. I've made multiple. I did a guitar cover of this song. Not really a guitar cover, but like I did an electric guitar, so like playing along to this song. And I think it sounded great. Added a little bit of extra depth to it. As for the song itself, really enjoy it. I think it absolutely goes hard. It sounds like being in a city, you know, being in a big metropolitan city like Los Angeles. It has that summer vibes. And on the loop here, they added like a little bit of bongo if you hear it closely enough. It sort of goes bop ba ba da da bop 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 ba da ba da boom. I'm the type of guy that when I listen to music, I can just dissect it so easily, like every single component. So here they do a good use of having synth and bass and supporting instruments, and they have a good drum beat, as well as throwing in those bongos at the end. Anyway, Sunset Miles. It's definitely best. It's definitely the best out of the redone GBA music. But whenever I hear it, I just feel disappointed because of how they just completely ripped us off. But yeah, this definitely sounds like something that Woody would listen to for Toy Story. There's a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky. Koopa Cape time. The bass version is okay. It's Koopa Cape, so obviously it slaps. But it really gets better with the melodies that come next. Oh shoot, I actually went to Vancouver Velocity. And the underwater version is very chill. I've always thought that the underwater version was the best out of all of them. And it still rings true here. What else can you say? It's Vancouver Velocity. I love this song. You love this song. Everyone loves this song. The single best city track theme... Actually, no. I almost forgot City Sprint existed. But from the original, this is easily the best city theme. Oh, and the playlist for new music seemingly ends here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to bring up an actual Wave 6 tier list now. I thought we're gonna have to finish this. Okay, so this one has like the full OST. So we'll start with Romavanti. About time they add a Italian track in this game. Like, come on, Nintendo, you're so stupid. Your main characters are freaking Italian, and you never do anything to reference the fact that they are Italian. But now you finally have them racing in their motherland. The music here is okay. I do really like the part at the end with the accordion. DK Mountain. Go back, I want to be monkey! This one really makes me feel like Les Monkeys. Other than the flute, the upgrades this song received were a bit minimal. Like, I really like that flute ending there where it goes. This song is kind of a dream come true for me because I've always wanted to hear this song redone in the 8 style, and it kicks ass. It's so beautiful. It's bad to say the Big Blue's kind of overrated compared to some of these other songs. And once again, the string work is phenomenal. They really did. They really like gave Daisy this string obsession, and it just sounds great. I have no complaints. Knocked it out of the park. This song, despite being in the DLC, sounds a lot like a song I would hear in Base 8, I feel. And that's a good thing, because I really like this song. It's essentially a better version of Swamp Ruins. And I love this track in general. It's such an adventure. Sweet Jeebus. Madrid Drive is a fucking banger. The stadium version, and honestly, all the other versions are just kind of whatever, personally. This would be really cool to hear, like, break out at an actual stadium. But other than that, eh. Oh, the museum version. I actually don't mind this one. And then 3DS Rainbow Road. Honestly, still kind of salty that they didn't choose Airship Fortress over it. I get it, it's for Christmas. It's for Klima. It's the Klima track. But I don't know. Oh, yes. They took this song and... You know, screw it. You're going right beside normal Bowser's Castle, because they just gave you such a glow up. Please make the SNES tracks in the next game, depending on how many you want to put in there, be as good as this one. Please, Nintendo. Because this is the golden standard now for them all, for every SNES remake. And then Wii Rainbow Road. It's literally Wii Rainbow Road. You know it, you love it, S tier. It's godly. It's kind of crazy how my 3 favorite songs in the entire game, 5 of them, or like, all the tracks, 4 out of the 5 of my favorite songs in the game reside from the Booster Course Pass. It's kind of ridiculous. They really just did a great job with the music for the Booster Course Pass. And maybe it's recency bias. Maybe it's the fact that I genuinely have Wii nostalgia brain rot. I don't know. And then there's the credits, which I honestly don't know if it's as good as the Mario Kart 8 credits. So I'll put it right beside it. Because I think of them as pretty much equal. In fact, I'm just gonna ask, what do you guys like prefer? I probably don't have like a lot of viewers right now that I think about it. There are currently only 5 people watching, damn it. But can I add polls, or am I not able to? I'll just ask it on my community tab later. But yeah, this one basically, it's just sort of like best hits melody from the Booster Course Pass. Nothing more, nothing less. The highlights of course, is the fact that it's also acts as a remix of the Super Mario Kart credit theme, which makes me emotional as all hell. And that's the end of Mario Kart 8, folks. In fact, I'm going to go back quickly. Going back in time. I still got to rank one more song. And that is the Mario Kart TV song. I feel nothing. I feel nothing. It's basic. Oh, wait. It actually gets better at the end. Actually gets better at the end. Ooh. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. As of right now, this is how I'm feeling about Mario Kart 8's music. So, my top 5 track songs are... Wait, I actually just gotta look at all the track songs. Because a lot of them are alternate versions as well, so... just got some rearranging to do, I feel. I kind of let my bias show for some of it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my top 10 tracks in the game are Animal Crossing Summer, Fall, Winter are tied for 10th. 9th is Hyrule Circuit. 8th is Singapore Speedway. 7th is Mount Wario. 6th is Vancouver Velocity. 5th is Maple Treeway. 4th is Dolphin Shoals. 3rd is Rainbow Road. Wii Rainbow Road. 2nd is Sunday Sprint. And 1st, my favorite song in all of Mario Kart is City Moonview Highway. Well, that's it. That's the tier list, guys. Now that this is over, I'm gonna go check out Scott Pilgrim. What's it called? Scott Pilgrim. What's the sub name called again? Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, yeah. So thanks for stopping by the stream. Even if you're still watching, I thank you for coming. Even if you came in late, I thank you. For everyone who showed up, thank you. Take one last final look at the tier list, specifically the top of it. Hell, I'm going to shrink the screen so that you can see it all in its glory. There it is. And that's going to do it. Have a good night, and I'll see you when I see you.